Danny Butt has signed a new 4-year contract at the club. It's that sort of young talent that this club has always tried to produce and nurture. How pleased are you with that?
Of course, we are delighted about the Danny Butt because he's our captain. He's a very important player for us. But everybody are important players. But this means that we're looking for stability. We don't want every 6 months to change 10 players because if not, you never arrive where you want to arrive. You have to create one group of persons, strong, compact, nice mentality. They don't want to stay in the comfort zone. They want to looking for something ambitious outside of the comfort zone, put themselves in challenge, and this is a natural that can happen in one club. Then now with the sign of our captain, then we're gonna sign other players because I repeat, we want to have a stability.
So you think him signing will be a good signal to other people in the squad too?
Is a good things for everybody of us, either outside of the club, because I repeat, if you change every 6 months when the mercato is open, 6-7 player, when you can arrive to be compact and stable. No, you don't have it. Instead, if you create a group of 15, 16, and then every time you put inside a couple of players that where you have a spot to put in, it's gonna be better.
Walter, I wanted to ask you about something that's been happening with the EFL, the people that run the leagues, and there was a big announcement yesterday concerning the structure and the restructuring of it and what the plans are.
Yeah.
They've ruled out the idea of Premier League B teams working in the lower divisions. I mean, look, you've played all over the world. I wonder what you think of the structure of the leagues over here and whether you think it is right as it is now.
But I think that every news are welcome because we have to improve our structure of the football. And if I think, for example, that we create one other league, sorry for my bad word, but I give you the idea, is also that we can have a Windows break probably in the future, and this is welcome for everybody because don't subestimate one thing that is fantastic, the Boxing Day, the playing Christmas and everything, but either is important to have a balance organized of the game, especially in that part of the year.
I mean, in one of the other discussions they're talking is about having 4 divisions of 20 teams, which sounds almost Italian. Some of the Italian leagues are smaller, aren't they, in number? Do you like that idea of smaller number of teams in divisions?
But I think we have now 24 and we play 56 games. It's a very long marathon. Okay, probably with the 38 it's become a little bit shorter and more quality. I think that the quality of the product of the football is welcome for everybody. And you can prevent injury, you can prevent everything. But so I'm just arrived now, and this is only my poor point of view. Then I don't want to say nothing else because I'm arrived just for 2 months, and I don't want to show that he's arrived and he's thinking about whatever. It's only my point of view, and that's all.
No, we're grateful for your point of view because you played in the places where they have different systems, and so it's a valuable insight. Thank you for that. Can I just ask you about the team news finally? Is there any injury problems? Anybody struggling for this game?
No, we have a normal problem as all the teams after one game on Tuesday, but we are all set for prepare this game in the right way.
Good man. Thank you, Walter.
Thank you so much.
Walter, just a couple from me. You touched on it earlier about the 4 or 5 days you had together in Newcastle and that you got to know the players possibly a little bit better. I was just wondering what you learned that you didn't possibly know before the trip to Newcastle about your players.
The thing is, my job is not only the job to make on the pitch, 4-3-3, 4-4-2, tactical, technical, on these things. Is also to have a knowledge about everything, but not only about the players, either about the technical staff, everybody. And more time you spend with someone, more you can understand his mentality. You know what can be the small details about outside, because I would like all the times that the player are 100% fully concentration in the job. But for example, if you discover that someone has some small problem outside, like he doesn't have yet the house, for example, it's one stupid things, but it's thinking that can create some small problem, and the small problem together create a big problem.
And after the midweek defeat to Newcastle, you said that 2 mistakes cost you the 2 goals. How do you go about trying to stop those mistakes happening?
But it's clear that the 2 goals of Newcastle was came from our mistake. Then the finish of the goal was amazing because the finish was perfect. But the start. So it's about the mentality. We have to arrive to think in everybody in the same way, in the same moment together. So it's very simple. You receive 1 goal, ball in the midfielder, you cannot build up again the action. it's one simple example, and this is the mentality must be changed. But we need time to arrive on this way. And I tell you honestly, when we arrive to think in everybody in the same moment, in the same way, we can call it as a team.